Welcome to Julie Hyde Yoga. We'll practice a sequence that will help you unwind after your day and prepare yourself for sleep. Start by coming to a seated position and taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting go of your day, redirecting the energy out of the thinking mind down into the physical body. Bring the palms together, rub them up and down to create some friction. And take that nice ball of warmth and place it over the eyelids. It's allowing the eyes to close, to tap into that sense of withdrawal from the day, withdrawal from the light. Release the hands to the knees and we'll just loosen out the spine. So inhale, chin up. And as you breathe out, rolling into the back body. Breathing in, arching the chest forward and breathing out, bringing the belly button in towards the spine. So it's kind of like a cat-cow movement here in a seated position. So just feeling into the body, ironing out any kinks in the back. And then we'll just float the fingertips out to the side. Drop the right arm towards the right shoulder and hover the left fingertips off the ground. You'll notice that long line of energy from the ear to the fingertips. Make sure the shoulders stay relaxed. Come back to center. Second side. Left ear to left shoulder. Float the fingertips off the mat. Notice that long line of energy from the ear to the fingertips. Breathe in here. And coming back to center. Relax the hands and we'll move to twist. Right arm back behind you, left hand on the right knee. Breathe in, grow tall through the spine. And as you breathe out, maybe gazing out over that right shoulder. Lower abdominal muscles working here. Come back to the middle, crossing the arms over one another. Bring the right arm to the opposite leg. Take a breath here, really just rounding and stretching into the back body between the shoulder blades. Keep the right hand on the knee and this time swing the left arm back behind you. Breathing in, growing tall through the spine. And breathing out, bringing the belly button, the chest, maybe even the gaze out beyond that left shoulder. Same thing again. Swing the top arm back around to the center, holding onto the opposite knee. Take a nice back body stretch here. Releasing out of this. Start to gently make our way onto all fours, tabletop position. So take your time here, keeping the toes tucked. Start to send the sitting bones back towards the heels. Just stretching out the soles of the feet, the toes. They've probably been cramped up in shoes or boots all day. So we'll just start to draw a figure 8 here. Imagining that there's a pencil coming out of your mouth. You're drawing an imaginary figure 8 on the mat. So moving up towards one hand, over to the other, and dropping the hips back towards one heel and the other heel. So don't overthink this, or if you find it quite confusing, maybe change direction. Just really moving and breathing. Loosening up the whole body, the shoulders, the spine, the belly, the legs, the neck, the arms. Keep the breath moving in and out through the nose. Coming back to center, untucking the toes and come back to sit on the heels for a moment. Interlace the fingers back behind you, push the knuckles down and away from the body. Just taking a few breaths in through the front body, opening the chest. Releasing out of that, we'll lift the right knee off the mat, followed by the left knee, stretching the tops of the feet and the ankles. One more time, each side. And we'll tuck the toes under at the back, start to roll over the soles of the feet, and drop the knees down, and again, rolling over the soles of the feet, stretching the Achilles, the calves. It should just feel nice in the feet, the ankles. Once you've had enough of that, you can start to come to a seated position. Bringing the legs out in front, stretching the legs away. Just checking in with how the legs feel after their day. Maybe point and flexing the toes. Just going to a seated position, staff pose. Arms resting alongside the body. Coming back to your breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. From here we'll bring a nice bend into that left knee. Bring the sole of the right foot against the inner thigh. Take an inhale. And as you breathe out, start to walk the body forward. Resting the head down, coming into a supported forward fold here. So make sure you keep that knee as bent as feels comfortable for you. Forward folds help to calm the nervous system, slowing the mind, the overactivity in the mind. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your jaw and the neck. You can keep the knee bent. If you want to go for a deeper stretch here, maybe see how it feels like to straighten the leg. Keep the breath even in and out through the nose. Just really slowing everything down now, preparing the body for sleep. Notice any sensations arise and just let them go. So mindfully we'll start to make our way back up. And we'll change sides, so extending the right leg, bring the sole of the left foot in, and bring that nice generous bend in the right knee as you fold up and over that leg. So always introduce some organic movement or wriggle whenever you need it. Focusing now on the inhale and the exhale. Maybe straightening that leg after a few rounds of breath if it feels comfortable and it's available to you. Otherwise, keep it bent. Really allowing your body to slow down, to breathe deep. Just one or two final breaths here. With the next inhale, start to roll the self back up, extending both legs out. Bring that nice deep bend into the knees. Breathe in, make your space, and as you breathe out, pouring the body up and over the legs. Make sure the knees are bent enough that you can grab hold of the feet. Take as much space between the legs as you need. Coming into that supported forward fold. And you inhale, feel the expansion in the belly against the inner thighs. Start to crawl yourself back up. And gently and mindfully make your way into a lying down position on the mat. Bending the knees, soles of the feet onto the earth. Making sure that you move as slowly as you can, really just to wind down from the day. Bring the knees in over your chest and gently start to rock from side to side, massaging out your lower back, your sacrum. So there's no right or wrong here. You can go side to side or maybe make little circles with the legs, whatever feels good for you. Hug the knees in, and on an exhale, round the nose up to the knees, coming into a little ball. Breathing in. And then breathing out, releasing the head and shoulders back to the ground. Send the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling here. Coming into a version of legs up the wall pose. So really feel the legs heavy, the weight of the femur bone grounding down. And allowing gravity to do the work here in the legs. Keep the breath even. And then releasing the legs out of this. Again, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. Walking the heels back so they're in line with the index finger. They don't have to touch, but they're just in that direction. So inhale here. Rise the lower back and the arms up off the ground. Take the arms back to the mat behind you. And then gently, as you breathe out, lowering the tailbone, the hands back down onto the ground. So moving with the breath here, coming into a version of bridge pose. Every inhale, you lift the hips, the hands, the belly. And every breath out, you roll down notch by notch through the spine. Fingers and hips reaching the ground at the same time. Inhale, lifting everything up. Feel that nice expansion in the front body. Maybe pausing here for an extra breath. Notice how much space your lungs have to breathe. And nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, make your way all the way to the mat. Let both knees rest against each other. Feet out wide. Taking a breather here. Extending the legs out, arms relaxed by your side. Rotate the awareness here, actively letting go of tension. Pick up the right foot, point and flex the heel, and circle the ankle in one direction and the other. Letting go of any stress here in the foot and the leg and release it down. Inhale, lift the left foot, point the toes, flex the heel, circle the ankle one way and then the other way. Consciously letting go of any stress here. Push in through the heels. Inhale, lift the tailbone, the bum off the mat, and breathe in, release it back down. Take the attention to the hands. Make a fist, gather your day so far, and release it out the palms. Rotate the wrists in one direction and the other way, just seeing how they feel after your day, letting go of any tension here. And release the hands and arms back down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release to the earth. Breathe and squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and breathe out, push the shoulders away. Neck is nice and long and free. Let the head roll to the right side and then to the left. Maybe one more time each side, loosening out the neck. And bringing the head back to the center line of the body. Squeezing all the face muscles here, the nose, the eyes, the mouth, and then stretching everything wide open. Open the mouth, raise your eyebrows. And then just let all the skin naturally fall back into position on the face, making sure that the back teeth aren't touching. The jaws relaxed. From here, we'll make a little pillow for the back of the head with the hands. Using your thumbs, you can start to massage out the base of the skull, the top of the neck, back of the ears. Just applying little pressure here. This should help relieve any stress or tension that we might be carrying from our day. Again, don't overthink this. It should just feel like a nice thing to do for your body. An act of self-care, self-love at the end of your day. Unwinding and preparing for sleep. Feel free to stay as long as you need. And once you've had enough, bring the hands to prayer, sealing in your practice.